All right, we're live.
Shit. Hold on. Let me put this down. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Early Watch. I am Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Night Strike, running this from South Carolina.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, that was a mouthful right there. That was a horrible introduction. I'm sorry. It is Thursday.
All right, fine. Yo, what up, y'all?
No, we're gonna start. No, my end of the introduction was horrible. Let's just start this over again. We'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. It's Thursday, April 26th. Good day, everyone. I guess I'll start the news out. I don't really got a whole lot of shit, but there is some fucking positive stuff. So Oklahoma, you hear about that? You hear about the Oklahomies?
I was there earlier this month. Yes.
Were you there yesterday fucking day though? Oklahomies House passes constitutional carry bill. Snap! Controversial gun bill passed the Oklahoma House of Representatives after much debate at the Capitol between opponents and supporters. On Wednesday, the Oklahoma House of Reps debated and passed what some are calling the, quote, constitutional carry bill. Senate Bill 1212 will allow anyone who owns a gun to carry it without a permit. Even though the measure eventually passed, it was not exempt to criticism. We ought to be able to carry any gun, whether we are licensed or not. Doesn't the Supreme Court contradict that? Because it's not actually a right, said Rep. Colin Walk.
Whoa. Check your role and check your privilege, Congressman. The Second Amendment says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, motherfucker.
Yeah, Walkie.
Don't make me smack your ass with a dictionary.
Walk. Well, see, because whenever there's an E at the end of the word, I always thought that the middle letter said its name. So it would be Wake, Colin Wake. It's Walke. Or is it Walkie? Walkie? I don't know. He might be like Polish or something. I don't really know.
It's Congressman Dumbass is what it is.
Supporters say better efforts are needed to screen potential gun buyers, but that shouldn't punish current gun owners. Would it surprise you that the majority that have committed heinous crimes either have mental conditions or the background checks have not been followed up? We're falling on that end. We need to concentrate on that end and not hinder our law-abiding citizens. Fucking A right. Who said that? Representative Justin Humphreys. I'll say your name correctly, sir. Even though some agreed that more needed to be done to vet gun buyers, others argued that a permit shouldn't be viewed as an outrageous requirement. Can you explain to me why I should have to pay for a license of an ID card in order to carry out even more fundamental right to vote, but I shouldn't have to carry a weapon? Said stupid Shane and Stone.
Shane and Stone.
Shane and Stone, like Shannon Stone, because he's a fucking. Never mind.
I don't know.
That's
sexist.
Let's not even go there. That's sexist. Other critics, it shouldn't matter if he's a woman. We're all equal. Other critics say constitutional carry would put law enforcement at risk, but the bill's author says that shouldn't be put above a citizen's right. I do not support the rights of. Wait, hold on. This is okay. Quote: I do not support the rights of law enforcement to feel not threatened or safe to the detriment of my own constitutional rights. After amended, the bill then passed the House 59-28. Now the amended bill moves back to the Senate for approval. What do gun enthusiasts think? And then it goes into this guy.
So. I think all the guys that were against are fucking morons and dumbasses, and I hope it passes.
Yeah, fucking A right. I'm glad that it's out there. I'm glad that people are starting to pursue this shit again. It was better when it was a national thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll take state by state. Fucking A right. I'll take state by state if we get everybody together and they do it.
If we can get state by state, then, we don't need a national thing. But it would be nice to have a national thing saying, hey, even though the states have this, it's, it's a right. It's not a privilege.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's caveats to it. There's ups and downsides to it. I understand that. but it says right there in the fucking Second Amendment. Come on, guys.
I was getting into a bit. I'm just looking for feedback, so I don't know if the comments are up or whatever the fuck. But I was having a conversation the other day, and at Day Labor I'm talking about a super Democrat. This motherfucker, I said something about politics or something like that. Like, I don't even know how it initially started. But then I said something about politics. This motherfucker ran into a phone booth, fucking spun around in a fucking hurricane and came back out in tights and a fucking cape and shit, and was like, "No, you're wrong. The fucking conservatives are horrible. They've been ruining this country since the 70s or something like that." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then they started bringing up a whole bunch of bullshit. But what just reminded me was that they were talking about driver's licenses, driving is a right. And I'm like, no, the fuck it ain't. And no, it is not. There's nothing, not even in the Constitution. Take that out of the Constitution. There's nothing about that. And then they said something, and I had to even go look it up. They said something about the right to travel. Like, you can go wherever the fuck you want to go type of shit.
You don't have that either.
No, you don't. That's what I'm saying. But this motherfucker actually made me stop and had to go think and look at it and shit. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. The car thing was fucked up. Like, I'm not gonna even use that example anymore because apparently they're like, that's a right too, and I need a license for that. So that's gonna be like a whole nother thing. Fuck.
And for those of you that are listening and wondering why it's not on the Gun Channel's front page, the Gun Channel's front page isn't working for me right now. It keeps on going in the infinite loading loop. So I can't post it on the front page. Just FYI for our viewers out there. And in case, G-Webs decides to have a little hissy fit.
I used to fucking love these things so much, man, when they first came out with the gun emoji. I guess Google and Microsoft joined Apple in swapping the gun emoji for a water pistol. And it's like the cheapest dollar store super soaker that you could find and shit. Doesn't even have a good trigger. It has that little stick trigger and shit. And even got a super soaker trigger. Single stage super soaker trigger. Google has become the latest tech company to get rid of their gun emoji and replace it with a slightly less threatening water pistol icon. Because we don't want anybody to get fucking triggered or nothing like that by a goddamned emoji. Fuck. I'm done with that article. You guys get the picture.
Scott Pacini out there says, shocking that the Gun Channel's main page isn't working, right? Well, it is working. It's just it's not letting you post.
What's up with this waffle? This Waffle House thing is every fucking where. I'm gonna start eating at the Waffle House and shit. Save somebody's life and be famous.
Do you think you can handle that?
Yeah, fucking yeah. I got like 4 knives on me right now.
That's not what I meant, Jimmy. You know this.
Mauser C96 broom handle. Let's see here.
I love the broom handle.
Harrison Ford's Han Solo Hero Blaster movie prop used in the original Star Wars trilogy film. Return of the Jedi, built on a metal working replica Mauser C96 broom handle. Blow, blow, blow. One of the most iconic movie weapons in Star Wars history. A Han Solo Hero Blaster is going up for auction in June and could fetch up to $500,000. Julian's Auctions said on Thursday, the Hero Blaster gun used by Ford in 83 Star Wars Return of the Jedi is one of 2 non-firing Hero Blasters used in the movie and is known as the Star Wars universe as DL-44. Fo. I got my Space 44. The whereabouts of the second of the prop weapons is unknown. Snap.
Well, the official the brand of it was called the Blastech DL-44 heavy blaster pistol. That was the official definition.
My question is, damn it, I wish I had a soundboard. My question is, who the fuck has the other blaster? Dun, dun, dun. You know?
That's what I want to know.
Those goddamn Ewoks.
Probably.
Shifty motherfuckers. I'm not too hip on Star Wars. Which one of them like to steal? They probably have that one. Is there a little like, yeah, little fucking Jawas.
You know, they lived in the sand.
They should have built a wall and kept those motherfuckers out.
It doesn't work like that as much as I want it
to. A space wall. It's going to be tremendous. Let's see.
All right, Donald Palpatine.
That's Emperor Donaldine. Hey, did you ever fucking notice? I was looking at memes the other day. Did you ever notice that treason and senator are anagrams?
Oh God, Jimmy. I know this. Yes, Jimmy. Thank you for pointing it out.
Oh, you do know it. So it's treason then. I kill myself sometimes. I'm so goddamn hilarious. Pro-gun
Jimmy,
rights group.
If I was in Arizona, I'd come over there and I'd smack you.
Shit.
Anyways, please continue.
I won't. This is stupid. What is this? Pro-gun rights groups loading.
It's part of the course for this morning.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a fat load, though. It's taking forever. Not now, please. Net Channel 10. Pro-gun rights groups could file lawsuit against Columbus as city leaders talk gun control. Columbus, Ohio. Talk over gun control in Columbus could trigger a big debate Thursday night in the city hall. Council members will hear proposals to change firearm laws while neighbors will get their say about it. Several ordinances will be laid out for discussion, that including banning bump stocks and gun sales in neighborhoods. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther announced last month the city would be working on common sense gun laws.
That's over.
And then, well, no. Let's see. Those who oppose the idea say they might sue the city. Quote, "We are prepared to launch a lawsuit if we determine that any of the proposals violate state law." Buckeye Firearms Association Executive Director Dean, I don't want to say his last name, said, I'll give you a clue. It starts with an R and ends with an I. So I'm not going to, horrible last name, sir. Horrible last name. Yeah, you got to get that changed if you're going to represent shit. I really did like, see, he's a Nazi. This is the last name. I really don't think most of these are going to keep people safe. We already have plenty of laws on the books. Rick said. We'll call him Rick. 11 changes are being proposed that are broken down into 4 different ordinances. Well, I don't know how else you would
Well, how else do you break it down?
Pronounce it. It's R-I-E-C-K, right?
Reich.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, no, that's derogatory. Reich?
No, it's not a sh. It's a K. It's a CK, so it would be, but maybe not the CH though. So it wouldn't be that. Yeah.
It would be Reich.
Right.
He's totally Nazi.
Hey, if you're listening, you gotta get a better name, brother.
Yeah.
Something.
I would change my name if I were you.
Yeah, for real. Like I would have changed my name after fucking history class and shit. Like, oh, well, we got to do something about this.
If they still talk that in history class.
Yo, yeah, that's right. They probably don't anymore. Like, yeah, Hitler. You ask a fucking millennial who Hitler was and shit, and they're like, oh yeah, he was an artsy painter that liked fucking, you know.
Yeah, let's get off this topic real quick.
He wrote books. He was a genius.
Unless they believe that, yes.
Do gun owners want gun control? We already read that one. Some say yes. I say no.
Yeah, I don't want it either.
There was some shit that happened. Hold on a second. I'm going to take a little fucking trip.
Uh-oh. Jimmy's taking a trip. Watch out, guys.
To my Google Mail. Let me get my spice grinder out and the fucking shrooms, and we're gonna.
You might have an invite to the early watch in there, by the way. Just FYI.
Yeah, that's how I got here. Let us see who is this. Okay, so Patriots sent me the school getting sued. I got a bunch of job notifications. My job helper, Niagara Bottling, is hiring near Phoenix. What?
There you go.
Be a water bottling motherfucker right here.
Hey, I'd do it if it paid.
Yeah, Tony's not feeling good still. Everybody keep him in your thoughts if you care to.
Pray for him if you are into that kind of thing, and if you're not, well, just keep him on your mind. There we go.
Drop the high cap. I don't have the link to share to that, but there was a link to where you can like call the fucking disagree with that shit.
I disagree with everything, so it's okay.
No, 5087, I think specifically.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to pass, but if it does, Jimmy, and everyone out there listening, if 5087 does pass and it does get put into place, if you're listening to this, you are the resistance, because that's what we're going to be, because they're going to ban everything.
And if you're not listening to this, you're a globalist.
I don't want them putting chemicals in the water that turn the frogs gay.
Oh my shit. So, what were we saying? Yeah. Don't do it. or do it. Oh yeah, if that shit passes, fucking yeah, that's I see a little bit of an uproar.
If the 87 passes, we're going to have to, unfortunately, revolt. It has to be a revolution, or it has to be a civil war. I don't care how it gets done, but otherwise, basically, we just have to, if we don't do anything, we'll just turn the other cheek, and then they can just come and pick it up and take it away. Because that whole ban takes everything away. They've got everything listed out there on the market on that list.
Oh yeah, everything. Everything. Lever guns, bolt action rifles, fucking everything.
Revolvers.
But yeah, I mean every fucking thing. So yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't think that. I don't know. There's two, like, because you guys know, everybody out there knows, and you know, Night Strike, that I have that fucking conspiracy side of my brain that usually works overtime. And I don't know.
It works sometimes.
It's questionable though, man. Like, if
yes, it is questionable whether it works or not.
Yeah, it is. It is. But part of me wants to say, okay, these motherfuckers would never in a million years even try to pass this shit because they know it's gonna be a fight immediately. And then another part of me wants to be like, that's what they want, is a fight, motherfucker. So they're gonna do it. What more proof do they need than pissing off a bunch of gun owners and being like, see, they're fucking nuts?
3% of the colonists fought against the British and won. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I would say there's a certain aspect in fighting though. There's being courageous and there's being fucking honorable and all this shit and head first into fucking danger. But if there was anything that were to go down, I would say that it would behoove us to fucking be on the defensive. Let them make their first move and then turn their fight into our fight.
Yeah, but the problem is we can't let it get to that point though.
Well, no, that's what the voting and the yelling and the fucking emailing and letters writing the fucking senators and representatives and Congress people, that's what all that shit comes in at. But, you know, when a motherfucker comes knocking on your door, which I've gotten into disputes about that. If a motherfucker is already at your door, it's already too late. You're more than likely going to lose because they're going to have backup. And actually, you're more than likely going to be an example for everybody else that's on your block if you want to resist. Like, see that puddle over there in the middle of the street? He didn't want to give us his guns. And you know what I mean? So there's definitely going to be fear mongering, fear tactics. There's going to be a whole bunch of bullshit. But like I said, I don't know. Part of me thinks none of this is ever going to happen. The other part of me wants to prepare for fucking the worst. So I don't know. I guess I'm kind of silly, but
prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
Exactly. You're motherfucking right.
But wake up call, guys. If that gets put into place, we are the resistance, because nobody's going to go and fix that for us.
And wake up call though. I like that, because check it out. You just said earlier too. You're like, well, I don't think it's going to pass, and part of me really doesn't think it's going to either. But
the way Republicans have been acting like rhinos instead of conservatives, it does make you wonder.
Well, that doesn't hurt me, because I already know that the two-party system is one fucking party. And I already know that the whole voting process and the whole political, it's all bullshit to keep us believing that we have a choice in this bullshit. We really don't. We're being ran. It ain't that bad. I don't mind it. It's regular society, and how else would we live anyway? But we're being ran. Two parties are definitely friends, to say the least. If not reptilianly blood related. That's another story for another day, though. I ain't gonna get into that right now.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm trying to have a blessed day, Night Strike. Blessed day. No reptilians. Yeah, exactly. And Rob was saying too. I just went over to the YouTube side because the news is fucked. And he said, remember that the colonists did not fight fair or honorable. You can't. There's no way to. You know what I mean? Because you got to think that our opposition is not going to fight fair. So
I just need to say this, because apparently some people are misconstrue this. But if you have to fight a war, the object of a war is not to fight fair. That doesn't mean to be a fucking monster and gas people. But the object of a war is to not fight fair and use every advantage you've got. But again, not be a monster.
A motherfucker got you in a bear hug by your arms and you're fucking dangling in the fucking air. You better bite that motherfucker's nose or something like that, or start fucking headbutting him in the eye, something. You know what I mean? Like, you don't fight. Yeah, you fight to win.
You fight to win. You don't, if that means you have to do some underhanded tactics, okay, go for it. There's nothing in the rules saying you can't. But again, you don't go gassing people and using flamethrowers on people, because that's not kosher anymore.
There you go, Stealth Hunter. Stealth Hunter 1000.
Is he still out there?
He's breathing. He's still breathing.
He's still breathing. I didn't see him out there.
Any politician who passes unconstitutional gun laws are traitors to the country. Any police officer or soldier who supports and will fight against freedom and the Second Amendment are traitors to this country. Didn't I just say like 5-10 minutes ago that senator and treason are anagrams? Same exact words. I don't think that's a coincidence.
I agree with that. Any police officer that does that is acting against the law, because their whole job is to uphold the law. When they say they're for whatever is against the law, guess what? They shouldn't be upholding the law in the first place, because they're not going to.
No, they're not.
When you do a job, your job is to do the job properly. Do it right. Okay? So that means you have to uphold the law. You have to uphold the law. That means all of it. That doesn't mean, only these parts here because I don't like these other laws. That doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You either uphold all the laws or you uphold none of the laws and you go find another fucking job.
Listen. I don't like absolutes. I definitely don't like living my life in absolutes. I believe that there's always an option, but I'm gonna have to agree with you though, man. I really am. On this one, it's kind of a totality thing. You're gonna follow all the law or you ain't gonna follow none of it, Yeah. And this is going to the Bill of Rights and Constitution and all that shit is what I'm talking about.
It goes back to this with, judges. We've got a shit ton of liberal judges that are making decisions that are not based on, the letter of the law. They're not based on the facts. They're making decisions based on emotion. And last I checked, But the Constitution doesn't say anything about somebody's fucking feelings. It doesn't care about someone's feelings. It's either they broke the law or they didn't. And unfortunately, it has to be like that. And if we can't get it back on track like that, then we're fucked. Mic drop. I'm out. Jimmy, you're muted.
Damn it. It's all good. I'm back. I was going to respond by fucking, because 50 Caliber says, are we just speaking Latin now? And I was going to say some shit in Italian. But Nice Strike got done talking before I could type. So just take that possibility.
They're saying Latin. All I'm going to say is Veni Vidi Vici.
Yeah. Let's say Suca la minca. You speak really, Italian, don't you?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, you know what? Suca la minca, huh? Anywho,
leave it to Jimmy. Leave it to Jimmy.
Anywho, yeah, I don't know, man. It's the times right now are really fucked. So, the best thing that I think that we can do, whether it be through, the early watch facets or whatever the fuck, however the fuck, whoever the fuck, the main goal is that we all stick together, man. We're all brothers. We're all sisters. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Shade. It doesn't matter religion. It doesn't matter none of that shit. We're all fucking American citizens, and we should all have each other's back, especially when we're getting butt fucked by, a form of fucking mafia fucking style shit, Fuck that. And anybody that's still alive at this point and thinking that fucking politicians and government people, they're professional and they're the ones that we should listen to and they're not at all crooked or anything like that, I don't even know how the fuck to begin talking to that type of motherfucker. There's so much proof out there now.
Yeah. By the way, Jimmy,
yep.
Sembri un cavallo. You look like a horse.
You're
not pretty enough for
that. No. Well, maybe pull out the Greek.
Oh, you pull out the Greek, I can't understand you.
If I speak Spanish, I'm sure like 90% of the chat could probably understand it, but
since I'm originally from Arizona, I can pick some of it up, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. Anybody else got any interesting shit? Thing has to be done in a manner that inspires people in the middle to give support any way they can. We can't become what we are fighting, agents.
Oh, Philo's out there. Good morning, Philo.
What up, Fee? But I don't think it's not necessarily an agent. I don't know. We know what's up, and we know that we got to be it. There's no fucking the founding fathers, and I'm just using this as revolutionary example. Anybody that had a revolution, look at other countries. Other countries are having revolutions and shit. Have had revolutions, all types of shit. Didn't turn out great. Like look at Cuba. Started off great after they got rid of Batista and shit, but then fucking, Castro started rubbing elbows with Russia and fucked everything up.
Apparently now they've gotten rid of the Castros. The Castros aren't even in charge of the country anymore.
I thought his boy took it over or something. His son took it over or something like that, ain't it?
Castro's brother, Fidel's brother took it over, and then Fidel died. But now his brother's too damn old now, and he gave it up to the party's representative in Cuba now. So there's a new guy in charge of Cuba.
Yeah, well, didn't Cuba get real liberal as of late? I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I heard.
There's no difference between liberal and communist. It's about the same.
Yeah, that's true. I heard they gate up the place though a lot.
Well, they just don't like people leaving unless they're leaving because they're out of money. They only let the tourists leave.
Well, and that's another thing too. Government, it don't matter. Everybody just look at the fucking every single form of government that can be put in place. It's all a racket. It's all a fucking racket. The only thing that a government is good for is taking our money. Diplomacy, yeah, but guess what? If there was no fucking other fucking governments and everybody was just doing their own fucking thing on this planet, there wouldn't be no need for diplomacy. Instead of being fucking American brothers and sisters, we could be fucking worldly fucking brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? International brothers and sisters. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm really, really getting tired of all the bullshit. And I have no idea how people can just be like, meh, my rights. You know, whatevs.
My rights.
But my rights, though.
But my
like, well, fuck you.
Come back.
You don't understand.
You don't understand your rights, and your rights aren't keeping you safe. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're right. Right? Whatever, man.
But yeah. So, anyways.
I won't say your plan out loud, Sean or Clint. I won't say it out loud. But it's a good one. It's a good one. All right, what else do we got?
Let me look. I might find some.
All right, I'm moving away from the comments so everyone knows.
No, read the comments. They're hilarious.
I'll be back again.
There's nothing there. There's some history if you want to do history.
We do history, but how about science?
History. It's only news much, much later.
All right.
But,
Is it anything good? What happened today anyway? It's the 26th of April?
No, I just came across a thing on the Truth About Guns about President Jackson. So.
Hey, somebody should make a fucking PowerPoint presentation, right? Of all the presidents that have been assassinated and why. Like a little bit of history behind it and type of shit. I bet you that we would fucking find a linking factor. A linking factor.
Definitely.
Don't they have detectives out there? How come nobody looks into this shit? Like, hey guys, we're getting fucked in the ass here. Somebody should look into this. You know? I don't know. No one cares.
Did we talk about Illinois yet?
The Illini? No.
Here. Check this out.
Okay.
Side chat. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to use the text.
Okay, come on. This is Chicago or this is Illinois?
This is Illinois.
Democrats admit defeat on Illinois Gun Dealer Licensing Act. Good. Democrats in state Senate waved the white flag on an effort to override Republican Governor Bruce Rauner's veto on a bill adding red tape to federally licensed Illinois gun dealers. Wednesday was the final day for the Senate to hold vote to muscle through SB 1657 to the House for concurrence. Rauner had rejected the legislation, saying it would add a largely duplicative state level of licensing and regulation to the already existing federal oversight on legal gun dealers without improving public safety. Supporters of the bill, who argued adding more regulation to gun shops would take weapons off Chicago streets, feel they had numbers in the Senate to make a move, but couldn't say the same about the White House. While I'm confident that I had the votes in the Senate to override the veto, I could not assure my colleagues that the House would vote against the governor, particularly given his vociferous, whatever the fuck.
Vociferous and unreasonable opposition to this measure.
Thank you, Nice Strike. Said State Senator Don Harmon, Democrat, Oak Park. Oak Park fucking blows. Who went on to say that he was introducing the measure as an amendment to another bill to keep it alive. You know what Oak Park is? Oak Park was somebody that was like, hey, I really like Chicago, but I don't really like Chicago. So I'm gonna make a neighborhood that looks kind of just like Chicago, but it ain't. fucking ripoff. They should have called it fucking ripoff park. I used to live in Oak Park actually, but I digress. Licensing gun dealers at the state level.
Out there.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've lived basically everywhere in Illinois except for fucking Tony and Oz's area and shit like that. Like I've been pretty much. No, I've been around Dano's area actually.
Really?
Yeah, I actually lived there for a good 4 years out of my life when I was in the group home.
Oh my.
Oh dear. The vetoed bill would mandate a $1,000 5-year state permitting process for already federally licensed gun dealers. In addition, it would require background checks and training for gun shop employees, as well as videotaping of the business's critical areas, such as where guns are sold and stored. Exemptions to the requirements for big box retailers such as Walmart drew criticism that the bill unfairly targeted small FFLs. And that's, oh my God, that's true. Like, remember that? What was that one that was?
It was the manufacturer. I don't know if you remember.
No. It was the one that, yeah, they did that one too. But remember the one that they did that, like, they couldn't renew shit if they didn't have, like, it was something that was fucking with basement FFLs. Remember that or no? I forgot what the fuck it was, man. I can't think of what the actual bill was, but I think I thought that passed. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. But anyway, the bill was supported by Chicago city leaders with Mayor Cockhead Emanuel in the lead, and opposed by downstate Republicans, gun rights groups, and firearm industry members. So that's good-ish news. Rahm Emanuel. Every time I hear Rahm Emanuel, I cringe a little bit. Same thing with Obama. I don't think of Obama. I mean, he was our president. I accept it, whatever. But I every time I hear and think about Obama, I just think about the bullshit he pulled in fucking Illinois when he was working there. Piece of trash. I can't believe that anybody from fucking Illinois voted for him. What's this? Parents for Charleston teen?
Uh-oh.
Is this out your way here?
I don't know.
Parents of Charleston teen pleading for common sense after the police find gun in a locked car. Let me X out of this ad. All right.
Is that Charleston, West Virginia, or Charleston, South Carolina?
That's what I'm. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out here. Margaret Bingham. Does West Ashley ring a bell?
Yeah, that's Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay. The family of 17-year-old high school junior is begging for mercy after Charleston County School District expelled her for a year for bringing a loaded handgun to school in her mother's car. Margaret Bingham's parents say it was an honest mistake. Margaret had to drive her mother's car to school on March 19th, and her mom and dad forgot to remove the 9mm pistol from the center console. A school resource officer at Charleston County School of the Arts declined to arrest Margaret after he found no evidence that she meant any harm. But even though the cop in his discretion decided not to fucking arrest this broad, but because of federal zero tolerance policies that forbid weapons on school grounds, Margaret is currently serving a year expulsion, and the remainder of her academic career is in limbo. To say that the law has zero tolerance, that's a merciless and pitiless law, said her father and the Reverend Michael Bingham, a Methodist pastor from West Ashley. Bingham's case is not, they always scared me, man. Have you ever been into a fucking Baptist church? I don't like, I don't know. Are they the snake ones? Somebody does snake. A Methodist pastor, Methodist.
I don't follow that.
I don't know. One of them does snakes, and one of them slaps you on the forehead. I forgot which one is which. Or maybe they're both the same. I don't fucking care. Bingham's case is not the first to raise questions about the letter and spirit of school safety laws under the federal Gun-Free School Zones Act of 94, signed by Democratic President Bill Rapist, amid rising concern about school violence. All states were required to pass laws setting a minimum punishment of 1 year expulsion for any student who brings a firearm to school. The heads of local school districts are allowed to modify expulsions on case-by-case basis under the federal law, and South Carolina's law specifically gives that authority to local superintendents. But after 5 weeks of Bingham's requesting an exception, the Charleston County School District has not allowed her to return to school. So in response to that, to an April 23rd email from Michael and his wife, Lucy, Charleston County School Superintendent Garita Postlethwaite, whatever, wrote that she understood both the urgency and the heartbreak of this matter. And she explained how district office staff were working to make sure Margaret can finish out the school year and take her advanced placement exams. But Postlethwaite, I'm just going to call her Cobblepot, but Cobblepot did not budge on the expulsion. As I'm sure you understand, the exceptions the district provides for one child under application status and regulations must be made available to any child who is similarly situated, Cobblepot wrote. Zero tolerance, flexible laws, but we all know what zero tolerance means.
It means do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. So good luck to that little girl and whatever the fuck her family and all that shit is trying to do, because that's fucked up. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. They should have fucking took that into consideration. The cop was there. I'm sure he gave some sort of a fucking statement. Well, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that he did. So,
well, you know what assumptions make?
An ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
But only because we're on your channel right now.
No, it would be on your channel too.
All views of the early watch are on Night Strike.
That's not good.
So the email to complain to would be Night Strikes.
No. If you need to complain to the early watch, go ahead and check our complaint department. That's the Yankee Marshal at gmail.com.
There you go. I don't care. As long as somebody besides me gets them, that's fine. What do we got here? Half past. All right, I'm good. 7 governors launch unprecedented effort to study gun violence. Oh my God. Why?
You know what would be funny? If somebody actually did send a letter, an angry email to Yankee, and Yankee complained to us. That would be
like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this fucking early watch shit? I guarantee you. When I started this shit, like I was, I wanted to see if I can get more people in it and see what we were about and see if they liked it and that kind of shit. So I fucking PM'd him. It was like, this was like 2 fucking years ago. So I PM'd him and I was like, hey man, fucking, I like your shit. And if you want to fucking jump on the show, get a little different opinion, whatever. I think we were running it for maybe a month. It was just like me and Tony, and then you had jumped in. And this was right before I think Hawaii, was recovering from the surgery, and he started jumping in. And I was like, yeah, man, so come by every time. And then like fucking 2 weeks later, he's like, oh, I just saw this. I never texted him back. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't even know who the fuck the early watch was.
He doesn't check his emails hardly at all unless it's his show. And it
was a Gun Channels PM.
Yeah.
And this was like 2 years ago, so it was.
No one checks their Gun Channels PMs.
Well, the shit always saved. Like I said, this was 2 years ago when you turn on your Gun Channels and there's a fucking big red dot in the corner of your screen and shit.
Let's move on. So what else we got?
I will not move on.
We will totally move on. You will like it, good sir.
You motherfuckers are gonna hear my bitter Yankee story. 7 governors launch unprecedented effort to study gun violence. More than half dozen governors, one more than a half dozen governors, most of them Democrats from the Northeast, announced plans Wednesday to launch an unprecedented multi-state consortium that will study gun violence as a public health issue. The governor said that they were upset at the lack of action from Washington and are looking to fill a void left by Centers for Disease Control, which has been restricted in its ability to collect data to advocate for gun control. Those of us Quote, those of us at the state and local level are taking matters into our own hands to curb violence in our community. By studying it, we're going to research the fuck out of this, meaning we're doing our part. Those of us at the state and local level are taking matters and, oh yeah, they already said that. They're so fucking retarded. Like, you know what the problem is? Stop it. It's people. People are always the problem.
Yeah.
People are the problem behind cars. People are the problems behind guns. People are the problems behind fucking math. You know what I mean?
People are the problems behind Jimmy.
Yeah, give me something that sucks, and I guarantee you that a person fucked it up somehow. The new research consortium will work across ban people. Just ban people. The new research consortium will work across the universe and government agencies across the states involved. The research will be compiled along with existing data from institutional, federal, and multi-state sources into clearinghouse available for public review. Nearly 36 scholars have agreed to participate. Murphy and three other governors involved in the research group, Danelle Malloy of Connecticut, Gina Raimondo of Rhode Island, and Andrew Cuomo, oh my God, and Cuomo of fucking New York, had already agreed to work together to combat gun violence. Their States for Gun Safety Coalition, it's quote, check this out, States for Gun Safety, that's the group. Coalition is sharing data on mental health, arrest warrants, and orders of protection, with the goal being consistent in preventing firearm purchases. What about like suicide? What about like NDs and shit? You know, like, I don't know. People make mistakes all the fucking time. Like, look at a construction fucking setup, right? Motherfuckers can get crushed by a fucking crane, or, you know, like, there's people can die. You walk outside of your door this morning, anyone, you're taking a chance of fucking dying. Period. There ain't no statistic. That's just fact.
People's
you walk out the door,
check.
Walk out your door, pick up a fucking your newspaper in your driveway, and a drunk motherfucker from last night trying to speed home fucking jumps up on the curb. You're gone. Waiting on a bus, and that motherfucker
or a tree falls on you, or you get a heart attack.
Lightning. Lightning. There's a statistic. There's statistics out there that lightning kills more motherfuckers than I think it was handgun. Yeah. So I mean, come on now. Might not have been handguns, but I know there was a statistic out there. Maybe it was AR-15s. I think it was AR-15s because I think they were doing the whole long gun thing.
Raphael just pointed out a good one. A shark attack.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, you know, I'm going to get ridiculous here for a second. A Sharknado. You don't know.
There's some people that fucking surf, and every single day they're taking that risk of jumping in that water. Ain't nobody trying to kill all the sharks and ban them and shit and make the sharks be controlled by the government.
Yeah.
Since announcing the group in February. Yeah. Wait, wait. I missed one.
Raph, I'm not repeating that one.
Since announcing the group in February, the governors have also won the backing of Republican Governor Charlie Baker of Massachusetts, along with Democratic governors John Carney of Delaware and Ricardo Rosselló of Puerto Rico. Why the fuck? Puerto Rico isn't part of the United States. They're just a province. So why the fuck do they have a say in anything?
They are part of the United States, but they are a territory. Therefore, they don't get... They're not supposed to have representation in the House or Senate unless they're a state.
Yeah,
but they're not a province, they're a territory. Difference.
Providence, territory.
It's territory. Actually, it's
somebody Google it.
We have more than one territory. While the largest, I believe, is Puerto Rico, but we have more than a couple territories as the United States. Just saying. There's more than one or a couple territories left.
You wait a second.
Raph is saying Puerto Rico is looking for freebies. Ain't that the truth?
Well, they're just mad that, Trump didn't fall for that one fucking mayor's bullshit.
It's going to come down to either we make them a state or we stop giving them federal aid and whatnot, and we tell them, you're on your own, pal.
That bitch is all, we're starving and we're hungry and no power, but I made these T-shirts though, so. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, Puerto Rico has its own problems.
Okay, yeah, it's the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico.
Commonwealth? There's no wealth in Puerto Rico.
The Commonwealth does not describe or provide any specific political status or relationship it has. For example, being applied to both states and territories. When used in connection with areas under U.S. sovereignty that are not states, the term broadly describes an area that has a constitution of its adoption. So let's see here. Okay. If Puerto Rico was merely a province, this is where you were pretty much right. If they were a province, they would have zero say-so. The Star-Spangled Banner serves as the national anthem for the United States and its territories. Provinces would more than likely be in a state. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So they are an unincorporated territory, but their president is still fucking.
All right, we've got several territories, of which include the minor outlying islands. I'm not going to name off all the islands, but we all know them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got them out. We got them because of World War II. Don't ask. Of which the ones of note are, we got Puerto Rico. There's the Virgin Islands. We all know that. There's the Northern Mariana Islands. There's Guam and American Samoa. Those are our territories right now.
Yeah, and since 1917, Puerto Ricans, they went from Boricua to Puerto Rican, and since 1917 have been able to call themselves American. Okay. Done with the whole Puerto Rico history.
There's your history lesson and your lesson on United States geography. There you go.
I represented for the day. Tomorrow we'll talk about Greece and then Italy, and then I'll be good.
No, we're going to talk about Italy first, and then we can talk about Greece because it's Greece.
As long as I got Puerto Rico out first, so I'm fine. We'll do you second, and then me again. So yeah. We won.
We won.
Did we win? I won.
Yeah, yes, we won. We won an internet.
We won the internet.
We won the
Fucking
internet.
right. James, have you ever worked for a startup companies? You're not even using proper English on me, text message robot. Text message job robot.
Well, James, I have no idea. Yes, for everyone that didn't know, Jimmy's real name is James. That's real hard.
Squid, what's wrong? You don't like me adding extra letters into shit? Providence?
Province. He says that with 3 exclamation marks. I think he's very unhappy.
You're Providence of my heart, Squid.
Yeah.
Providence. Expedience. Rock Island. Wait, what? Oh, for a 1911. Okay, never mind. I was reading something that Dead Horse said about Rock Island and got thrown off.
Oh. No. Rock Island Armory. Their 1911s are good. Granted, if your intent is just to buy a Rock Island or buy a 1911 and you just want to replace all the parts with like Wilson Combat parts or something, then it really Well, yes, you can spend a shit ton of money on the higher end 1911s, but if you're just going to replace all the parts in it, just get like an ATI or a Rock Island and just, replace all the parts. It's still going to work exactly the same. Just saying. Because I replaced I replaced the sear, the disconnector. I've replaced a couple of parts of my 1911 with Wilson Combat parts. It works.
ATI, right?
Yeah, ATI, but still made in the Philippines by the same guys that make it for Rock Island. So
Oh yeah, you should show them that video real quick about the two kids in the hut making those 1911s. That's where your fucking the 1911s are coming from, right? You guys, they're coming from a little hut.
Well, at least they're teaching kids how to properly do things instead of sit on their ass and complain about government and whatnot and protests. They're actually teaching them real world skills they're going to use out in the world. Okay.
Rock Island is buying them guns now. Mind you, stripped, no paint, no grips, nothing. Just a functioning 1911, usually with one magazine. And they're spending like fucking 70. They're giving these Filipino dudes like $70 and selling their shit for like 900. They did the same thing with the 10 millimeter. Like, we need a thicker barrel, but we need it to be a little bit wider also. So, and then they're like fucking,
Very funny, Jimmy.
Whatever.
They've actually got real. No, believe it or not, Jimmy, there actually is a manufacturing company out there, and it's not two kids in a hut. You want two kids in a hut, get it to Sauce or whatever Turkish terrorist gun.
I'm telling you, man, the video is fucking out there, dude. The video's out there, and they're sitting there filing this little piece of shit gun, and they're going through like all the shit on how the fucking gun gets there, and then they're like, we can't name the company, and they showed a fucking Rock Island, the all blacked out 1911 and shit. I'm like, come on, man, but we can't say the company.
I don't think it's Rock Island.
Oh shit.
So.
Yeah, the video, the same thing for me, Dead Horse. The video I watched, it takes about 2 weeks to do one. But they got, I'm sure that they got more than two kids, and I'm sure they got more than one hut. And there was a supervisor there. There was an old dude there, like, telling them, TT Mao and all that shit.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I got it out. Anything else? We got 10 minutes left. What you got, Nice Strike?
I got nothing.
Something's interesting. Have you shot any tannerite lately a lot?
No, I gotta do a tannerite video either this month or next month. I'll probably do it next month. Do a tannerite video, start doing the backyard chats again, as well as just doing all that. I've got to get back into that. Right now, I'm in the process of going through a shit ton of videos and pictures that I took in Tulsa, and oh my god, I am not good at editing at all. That is the one thing I don't do well. So,
yeah,
video editing is not my strong point.
It kind of sucks, man. It really sucks, especially if you got like 3 hours of fucking video that you're trying to turn into 10 minutes,
Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah.
What's going on tomorrow, Jimmy? Are we still on for tomorrow?
More than likely, yeah. Probably going to be around 7 my time, 10 Eastern time, 9 Central time. But I will let Night Strike, I'll let you know, what happens. Because I'm going to go in again today. I'm just running super fucking late.
All right,
hopefully this appointment.
So, what's on for today? Today is Thursday, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did match chat last night. Tonight at 8 Eastern, we've got Sarge with C4 Defense Live. Okay. Is Yankee doing his show today?
I think it's him. Last week, I think it was him solo. I'm not sure. but I think this week is with G-Webs and NEA.
We're not sure, but Yankees doing something tonight. Lord knows what. At 10 p.m. or whenever he gets around to it. And then there's After Hours with Clover Tech at 11 p.m. So that's what's going on Gun Channels this evening. I'm sure Knives or one of the other Gun Channels guys will host an afternoon lobby chat for us. So check that out. If you can, check out GunTube. It's coming along. It's coming along pretty nice. Still working on a lot of things, but go ahead, try it out, play around with it. Make sure to go to GearWebsites.com, buy some patches, some hoodies, some stickers, to help G-Webs out. And if you're not a member of Gun Channels, well, what the hell, man? Go to gunchannels.com and sign up. It's free.
Hey, and yes, I agree with that. But Dead Horse just shared too, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Show and Tell tonight with Dead Horse, and they'll be talking about boat carrier groups.
Oh, shit. I got to get in on that.
Fucking A.
I love boat carrier groups.
So I guess until then, check out earlywatchnation.com. Send us any updates. I haven't gotten any in a very long time. Patriots fucking sending shit tons of them. Scars has been sending shit tons of. Everybody's been doing shit tons of fucking effort on the Twitters and on the Instagrams and shit. But if anybody wants anything on the website specifically, please let me know. I know that we only got like 15 people or 15 early watch chapters, and I think that I got like maybe 10 updates on there that are fresh. So if you got any updates, please send them through. I'd appreciate it. And I swear I'll put them up as soon as the second that I get a chance to, I'm going to put them up. So that's all I got. And that's how I know I don't promise shit, because I don't promise shit ever. So go ahead. That's another story for another day with another person. So let's go. And thanks everybody for showing up. And I don't fucking know, man. I keep getting all these notifications now. See, my email I don't understand it. I put my shit on silent, right? And my email notifications are quiet as a fucking mouse queef.
Okay. Apparently, it's been brought to my attention by a very angry G-Webs that the hoodies are no longer available on gear websites, so you'll have to find them somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
So now it's, patches, bayonets, stickers, and whatever else he decides to throw up there.
Damn it.
The hoodies are no longer available. I did not know. Nobody told me this. Nobody fucking tells me anything. So how the hell am I supposed to know?
I was going to get my next hoodie, too.
I was, too. I didn't know he stopped selling them.
They're all tattered. Apparently, you're supposed to wash your clothes when you're done using them. I didn't know that.
Jimmy, this time don't get a black one.
That's all I wear. So I run with the night. But I don't strike.
Yeah.
I don't strike.
Right, because that's my job.
I pounce. I'm night pounce. And that's night strike. Night pounce with a Y. Poynce. Or maybe just Pouynz. Pounds. 2 Z's. I want 2 Z's. All right, I'm fucking done here. I don't know.
We're done. I'm clicking the button. So we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take it easy.
Later.